Right now, there's a dog lying on a couch somewhere, staring at the wall. And if you asked its owner what it's thinking about, they'd probably say food or squirrels or absolutely nothing. But what if that's wrong? What if behind those eyes there's something looking back? What if that dog knows on some level that it exists? Or worse, what if you are the only thing in the universe that knows it's alive? Scientists once came up with a strange way to test self-awareness in animals. It's called the mirror test. The idea is simple. A small mark is placed somewhere on an animal's body, somewhere it can only see in a mirror. Then the animal is placed in front of its reflection. Most animals fail instantly. They growl at the reflection, ignore it, then walk away. But a few do something disturbing. They look in the mirror, notice the mark, then touch their own body, as if they understand. That's me. Only a handful of species have ever passed. Chimpanzees, dolphins, elephants, even one species of bird. Dogs fail. At least visually, because later scientists realized something important. Dogs don't experience the world through sight the way we do. They experience it through smell. So researchers changed the test. Instead of mirrors, they used scent. Dogs were given their own smell, a modified version of their smell, and a completely different dog scent. And the result was strange. Dogs spent far more time examining the altered version of themselves. They noticed something had changed, not just in the world, in them. Which raises a deeper question. Maybe consciousness isn't just feeling things. Maybe it's knowing you're feeling them, thinking about your own thoughts, knowing that you know. Humans do this constantly. You're doing it right now. You aren't just hearing these words, you know you're hearing them. And for a long time we thought animals couldn't do that. Now we're not so sure. In one experiment, monkeys were given memory tests and allowed to skip questions they weren't confident about. And somehow they knew when they didn't know the answer. Rats have shown similar behavior. Dolphins hesitate during difficult decisions in ways that look almost identical to human uncertainty. These animals aren't just reacting, they're evaluating themselves. But here's the terrifying part. No matter how many experiments we run, we still can't answer the real question. What does it actually feel like to be them? There's a famous thought experiment about bats. Bats navigate using echolocation. To them, the world is made of sound reflections, not color, not shapes, sound. And no matter how advanced science becomes, you will never know what it feels like to be a bat. Just like you can never truly know what it's like to be anything other than yourself, which means the inner world of animals may be completely invisible to us. But some scientists believe we've been underestimating them for a very long time, because the structures in animal brains linked to consciousness look shockingly similar to ours. Meaning, the difference between us and them may not be as large as we want to believe. And then there's grief. One killer whale carried her dead baby across the ocean for 17 straight days, over 1,000 miles. Sometimes other whales in her pod would help carry the body when she became too tired. Scientists couldn't explain it. There was no survival benefit, no logical reason, unless she understood what death meant, unless she knew something had been there, and now it wasn't. And if an animal can feel loss like that, what else can it feel? Every decade, the gap between humans and animals gets smaller. Tool use, memory, culture, emotion, self-recognition. One by one, the things we thought made humans special keep appearing in other species, which leads to an uncomfortable possibility. Maybe consciousness was never uniquely human. Maybe we were just the first species arrogant enough to believe it was. In 1966, a chimpanzee named Washoe learned sign language. Over time, she learned hundreds of signs. Then one day, a researcher returned after being gone for months. Washoe looked at her, then signed one word, cry. She pointed to the researcher's face, cry, as if asking, why aren't you emotional right now? Why don't you feel this the way I do? And maybe that's the strangest part of all, whether or not animals understand their own existence. Some of them may already understand ours.